And greetings everybody, welcome back to Rebuilding the Commonwealth with myself. Good to be back again here in Jamaica Plains. I just noticed yesterday I was tuned out of online because I was doing things in the old real world, and it appears I've picked up essentially 25 new subscribers in a single day, which is absolutely insane. Thank you very much for joining the channel, and thank you very much for coming along for the ride. It's great to have you all. I'm kind of blown away with the support that's coming through. I really am. This is insane stuff. So, if you've just recently found the channel, welcome. It's good to have you here. If you've caught up on the whole series, extra points for you. Binge watching is great. And if you found this series good enough to binge watch, then yeah, I'm very much flattered. So remember, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps me out. I'm not going to bore you with the rest, but you know the deal. So here at Jamaica Plains, as quite a few of you know, we've been rejuvenating the settlement. We have our Special Forces office, the new hotel, which is still not finished, but I've got inspiration for something else today. We've got the Mayor's office, which still needs some stuff. I'm going to have a look at it, because I know it annoys the people who are OCD, so enjoy. Okay, enough of that. So yeah, I did actually record an episode before with Jamaica Plain, but I ended up scrapping the footage because I didn't actually do anything in it. I built a house and then hated the way the house looked, so I ended up not building the house. And I figured, why would I release an episode where I don't actually do anything? So, yeah. But in that episode that I didn't release, we went and named all of our Special Forces guys. So out here, they've all got their uniforms as well. The black Special Forces uniform. So you can see he's got Reconnaissance, Special Forces. We have 2 sergeants, 2 corporals, and a captain here. No, a captain, a lieutenant, 2 sergeants, and 2 corporals. My apologies. So this is Sergeant Louis Plant, or Lewis Plant, depending on how you want to see it. We have Lieutenant Robin Rackham. She is second in command of the unit. When the captain will, be asleep or off duty, she will be the person you come to. We have Corporal Andrea Rodway. She, again, very, very talented. At this point, she's just keeping the barracks tidy because they're disciplined, so why wouldn't they? Then you got Corporal Jim Tate over here. He's very much into his fitness, as you can see. And you got Sergeant Jericho Chisholm, who is the off-duty captain, or I say captain. Basically, while he's asleep, he's the one who's going to be keeping an eye on the settlements and the radio. So, anything comes in from the castle, this guy will take it. So this is our sort of 6-man team here. And of course, you've got Captain Gordon Baker. This guy is your go-to. You need something done, you come speak to Gordon. He'll get it done. He'll go and organise the op, he'll open a file, he'll go and take those gunners out, arrest those gunners, whatever he needs to do. But this is our Special Forces. These guys will hunt down the Commonwealth's worst and eliminate them, which is exciting. We've got our first Special Forces branch. But enough of that. We are going to be, today, doing a little bit of landscaping, and we're going to be building a new house. Hopefully it shouldn't take me too long. I am conscious that we are still low on beds, which, to remedy that, I'm actually going to put the beds, just the beds, in the hotel here. I still haven't given this hotel a name. If you've got any hotel names in mind, pop them in the comments. I do read every comment, and in most cases I will respond to every comment. So please feel free to put any suggestions you have. Okay, so this person will have their bed in the back here. This person, I'm going to basically do a Bob Ross and have a nice happy accident here. So their bed is going to be here. So we now have enough beds for the settlement, which is perfect. But because this wall sticks through, I can't really do anything about these stairs. But what I am going to do is make this little square into like a cubby hole or something. So I'm going to incorporate it into the room and do like a happy accident. So I'm going to be doing a Bob Ross on that. You know, there's no such thing as mistakes, just happy accidents, of course. Okay, so now we need to tidy up the outside of this a little bit, because this looks ugly. Where I've taken some of this out, you've got this disgusting break in the retaining walls here, which it just doesn't look very nice. So we're going to amend this by putting in some new retaining walls and new pathways, new sidewalks. So under Snappy Builds, we have the landscaping tools, which over the course of Jamaica Plains has actually become one of my favourite pieces of this kit. And we have this really nice quality fresh pavements here. So what I'm thinking here, I think under the foundation edges we have these flower beds. Now these flower beds are sort of multi-tiered here. Are these individuals? Yes, they are. I actually customised this, so I might have to do the same here. Now these retaining walls will need replacing with proper retaining walls with grass on the other side. So let me scrap this retaining wall here and replace it with the grass one. So we have a snapping point. I think there should be a shorter one that I can use here. Now I'm going to bring this wall out just by a touch, so there's actually space to put some foliage in it, and make sure it blends in with the shop window. Need to make sure it goes all the way up to here. I know it's very, very shiny. That's just because it's raining, and the rain in this game excuse the rhymes. The rain in this game has some unusually shiny effects. I'm sure there's probably a fix for it, but at this stage my mod list is about 2 years old, and I think if I try and install any new ones, I will probably snap this game in two. Which I don't really want to do for obvious reasons. Okay, that corner will not match. It's also way too big. Not that that in itself is a problem. No, it's not going to be steps. Now if I do wall end caps, that's just going to cause an issue. So I'll stick with full walls. Wait, that is the correct grass, isn't it? Yes, yeah, of course it is. Alright, so I'm going to have to blend this another way. And that way is, of course, manual. So what I'm proposing to do here is position this manually. So yeah, I'll get this jittery look, but I'll tuck it back into the wall. Oops-a-daisy. Pull that back out. That's it. Bring it across. Okay, now the issue is the grass does poke through into the building. So we're going to lower this by 10 units, lower that by 10, lower this by 10, and lower this by 10. This actually needs to go a little bit lower so that it doesn't come through the floor here. And we need to blend it back like that. Brilliant. And to keep it fully blended, we're going to put a post in this corner. I can get away with this by simply lowering the post. Like that. See, now it looks like it should belong there, which it does. I mean, that wall was obviously there at the very start of the settlement, right? Right, guys? This can go, because we now have grass in here. And this post separates the top level from this level, so I think we're going to make this post a tad bigger, just so you can't see the transition. Wait, is this 2 flower beds? It is. It's fine. This part here is so small, I could just put a post on there that will go away when I put the decoration on that wall. Okay. So we have that higher up retaining wall. Now, here's the bit I'm most worried about. Let's put in the sidewalk in. Is this... No, it's this. Yeah, right at the end we have this nice, fresh set of sidewalks. Now, we need to take the trim off of the edge here because we're now expanding this. That is a chunk of sidewalk we don't need. That's a chunk of sidewalk we don't need. And so are these. Now, there is no way I'm going to fit another piece of walkway here. So instead I'm going to just blend it into what we have. And the way I'm going to do that is by taking the full size walkway like that, and just simply lowering it down onto the street. I actually think this is probably too big, so I'm going to switch to the smaller piece. Like that. There we go. So that's essentially 1.5 pieces of grass. Now I can... Yeah, that looks like it goes down. So we've got almost a concept of stairs here. So I can lower this down by a couple of units. And I can blend that into the ground here. This bus, it served us well. This bus has been here since the beginning of Jamaica Plains, but unfortunately we're now going to short ourselves on beds again. Sorry guys, but you don't really want to sleep in this anyway. That's it, and goodbye. You have served us well. This can also disappear. Well, would you look at that, guys? We no longer have a bus. The bus is gone. Now, isn't that a turn up for the books? Just thinking I might have another idea here. Usually when I have ideas, insurance companies will go bankrupt very, very quickly. Okay. I'm not sure how I can finagle this, but I might be able to. If I can position this very carefully along the edge. Okay. Bring that across just a touch. That's it. And now, can I snap this into place? Yes, I can. Now, I'm not a big fan of this piece of edging here poking through, but if I lower it, but then I'd have to lower this to make up for the little step, which means I have to lower that even further, which destroys it. Then again, that is now at the same level, which is really good. You know what? I think I can work with this. If I just rotate this just a touch to match up these corners, I mean, that doesn't really matter, I'll be honest with you. That is fine. I can use the curb that's already here. That's it. So we now have a path going out to the street, which doesn't look out of place. Well, it does at the moment, but it won't do soon. Grass. Let's get some grass. This is that really poor quality grass, isn't it? Yes, it is. I want proper quality grass. Yeah. Right. This path now needs to be extended. Oh, have I have I done myself a doozy here, is the question. This can be moved. Don't need that anymore. Oh no, okay. Up by 50. Can I snap it now? Okay, I don't understand why that doesn't snap. Okay, so the big piece doesn't, which is interesting. But the little one does. Okay. So we've lowered that. The problem with this is it is very, very difficult to line up exactly the way you want it. Because if I put in a very small piece now, here, and then snap it, it's going to be too far to the right. So I'm going to have to account for it and bring it back just a touch. Like so. Okay. The tiles don't 100% match, but that is a very small issue in the grand scheme of things. And now I can match this pathway up, and we now have a path going to the Special Forces office. Now these blocks are all at slightly different heights, so it does cause a few complications, but nothing we can't get around. Excellent. So just need to snap some actual grass in here. That is snapped to the wrong height. So that needs to come back up. That's it. Right there. Okay. So I'm just thinking about how I can make this work. Can I snap one of these to... Yes, I can. Excellent. Can I snap another piece here? I can, because what I'll do is just bring this up by 50, snap to it, then lower it by 50 to get it in the right place. All I have to do now is tussle with it and get it to connect to the right area. Aha, there we go. Lower it by 50, lower it by 50, bingo. That's in the correct spot now. I'm going to raise it by 50 again and snap another piece to it, and now another piece, and then one more piece. Or should I get a half piece here? Getting this into the right place is going to be a tricky kettle of fish. There we go. Lower by 50, 50, 50, 50, like so. That's a tad annoying. If I lower it by 10, that's a little bit too much. Okay, so that's been lowered by 7. Right. So I've lowered them in just very small steps, so 3 or 4 at a time, to get them into the right place. Lower that by 7. Lower that. And that. Cool. I think everything along this route here is going to have to be lowered. Yeah, a little bit of gravel pops through, but that is not an issue from where we're currently standing. If I lower this path, what happens? Okay, lower it by 5. That's fine. That's fine. Bring it down by 5. Down by 5. By 5. By 5. Down by 5. That is up ever so slightly. Slight bit of that comes through, but that's the correct elevation I would probably need. Now, this is the tricky part. I need to push this back. Problem is, if I push it back in, it's no longer going to match with the door, which is kind of counterproductive, really. I'm going to have to find a way to blend that in. Yeah, that's going to need to be blended in, but we can find a way to do that. Need to put that in to cover the grass on this end. And that will be all she wrote in terms of the greenery on this side. Can I get away with putting this in here, then dragging it across like so, lining it up? I mean, the roads aren't in use because, well, it's the post-apocalyptic era, isn't it? So, does it matter too much if this ever so slightly juts out? I might need 2 of these, if I'm being honest with myself. I'm going to bring that up just a touch. Bring it back. That's way too low. That's about right. Make sure it's the same on that side so it doesn't look out of place. You know what, I'm not sure I like this. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to go any further with this because I don't think I'm onto a winner. A lot of this looks really messed up. It all looks on different levels and I don't think I've got it right. Yeah, it's all on slightly different levels and I'm not sure I like it. I'm sure there's ways to blend it and cover it, but I'm not going to mess with that. Okay. It's not going to stop me from doing some other stuff though, don't worry. So we'll go to the homemaker section. Whoa, bit of lag. Landscaping, Commonwealth, trees. No, we need foliage. We can get those rose bushes that we have down there. And we'll stick some rose bushes down in front of the hotel. Our currently unnamed hotel. That's it. We'll mix up the colours a little bit. I'll fix the placement of all these in just a sec. I will shrink them down just a touch because they do clip quite bad. Don't want that to happen. Bring those down, straighten them up, like so. That's fine as is, just with a touch of sorting out there. Now I don't think I can put a shrub in front of this because you do want the view from the windows. I'm not quite sure how I feel about all this lot, but we'll see how it transpires. Actually, can I get away with it? Can I honestly get away with this? I know I just said I'm not going to do this, but if I don't, then it's just going to annoy me, so best I do it. Just do it. Do it. I just completely lost what I was looking at. There we go. Okay, we're going to have to do the, as I call it, the 50 unit trick. So we go up by 50. Execute. Execute. I have a feeling I could probably mess around with these slopes and get this all well sorted out, but that is not for me to decide at the moment. You are not even matched up. Now you're matched up. I think so. Okay. Not sure how I'm going to get away with this bit, but nope. Up to 50. Okay, lower all these by 50 to get them in the right place. Now these need to go down, not by 5, these need to go down by 1. 1. I'm going to have to get away with this another way. I mean, this pavement here is completely straight, the sidewalk, so it shouldn't be too much of a bother to simply line it up correctly, like so. Then bring it down to the correct height. Bring it into place. And then line the heights up immaculately, like so. Again, I want this to cut off just at the retaining wall post here. Just there. Pull that toward me. Excellent. And now I need one more piece right in that corner up there. Okay, that's cool. Okay, sidewalks. Now we need the blocks here. Sidewalk blocks. Now these are notoriously difficult to place, so you know what? I'm going to do this part off camera because this will take me like an hour. Bear with me, guys. Right, there we go. I've managed to do it. I decided to build a step that comes down just from using these park curbs. These corner ones are so bad to snap. This one took me a lot of manual messing around to get that in place. I've put just 3 or 4 in. I've reversed them like in symmetry so that they don't look completely identical all the way down. Yeah, that doesn't quite match up. I get that, but that's the best you're going to get. Now, we need to cover up these imperfections. Now, the way I propose doing that is through the same set of tiles. So landscaping, grass mounds. You have this nice fresh grass stuff. What I'm going to do is just throw in some of these. I'll turn off the surface snapping so I can place them a little bit more convincingly. I'm just going to place a few here and there. Like on this corner, for example. Just so the grass comes up. We'll place another one just here. Shrink it down just enough there. So that covers the imperfection on that corner. There's a small gap here which we'll cover up with this corner. Yeah, so the corner doesn't need to be quite as high up because it's a much bigger piece. Bring that to the right just enough to cover it. There we go. Any imperfections here? Very slightly. Here on this seam. So we're going to put in a grass mound here and a small grass mound there. This is very, very obvious. This is quite an easy one though. We'll just put a few grass mounds in there. And that will seamlessly create a little, not a void space, that's the wrong word. Need to put in one here because we have quite a big seam on this end. A couple of grass mounds there. There we go, just break up some of those edges, some of those really poor imperfections. And I think we're in just about the right position to put a residential street lamp here to get that yellowish light for a well-built city area. There's another quite bad seam here, which I'll sort out. We need another one here, I reckon. That'll light up the grass. Wait, why does this settler produce happiness? What? You know what? I'm not even going to question it at this point. I'll just deal with that. Okay. Landscaping, grass mounds. Need to put another one here. Surface snap off so we can bury it. We'll put a couple here just to cover that. More grass needs to be just under this light post to cover that seam. Across here to cover that seam. The change in terrain is not high enough for me to warrant having the slope tiles, but it is high enough to warrant covering with grass mounds. So that's the reason we're doing this here. And I shouldn't really be too worried about this because, again, this part can be covered. Can all be covered with mounds and a little bit of common sense. Another one needs to go here. Should put a couple in here as well to cover these. That can go right in that corner, that doesn't matter too much. Lovely. You know what, as much as I thought that looked horrible a few moments ago, I like it. So we have some nice green space here. Isn't that a far cry from what Jamaica Plain used to be? Right, now we need another house. We need somewhere else for our settlers to go and frolic and live and enjoy the in-keepings of life. Let me just go and get an hour's sleep here. Hey, they have actually gone to bed. Yeah, they've all gone to bed, pretty much. Special forces. Wonderful. Okay. So this is the house I'm going to be messing with, as it were. Now, we can use the build kit from here to recreate it exactly as is. I'm not going to use a shell kit. I'm actually going to use the authentic kit that comes with it, which is Small Town House. Now, it's not going to be an exact match because these tiles, I think, are ever so slightly smaller. I'm just looking at the difference of colours here. Grey and green. Right, okay, so we're looking at the colour of the doorway. Now this is grey and white, I believe. So we're going to create an exact change, or exact copy of this building, if we can. So, under the standard walls, we're going to put in a grey and white framed door. This one has the window over top. Do we have one with a window over top? No, we do have the big doorway though. I think that will take away some quite valuable living space, so we're not going to do that. Okay, so we don't have the one with the window over top, but we can get away with something similar. Right, so let's get the white wood topper, and we'll put this exactly in place this house is supposed to be. We can also get rid of this. This person here has been sleeping outside all this time, and I only remembered it a short while back. Okay. One of these will also have a window, which we're going to fully appreciate. This window is as close a match as we can get. Okay, so it's the vertical one with roses. Vertical one with roses, perfect. So I'm going to put 2 of those in. Now if I put a second, we will just about get away with it in that it won't encroach on the park, which is good. That's what we like to see. Oh wow, you can get quarter size as well. That's quite interesting. But I want to maximise the space, so we'll put that in there. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let me take a screenshot of that. I'm going to take a couple of screenshots so I can have it open on the other window and make sure I'm not completely ruining the outlook of this house. So we've got 3 windows this side. No windows at the side, but we do have this deco sunroom. Pitch roof. I don't think we're going to bother with a pitch roof, but we will have this veranda out front. This person will get in the way. I might skip forward to morning, actually, just to be certain. Let me just skip forward to morning. That way the guy will be out of that bed and we can move it. Or get rid of it, as the case might be. You shouldn't be too unhappy. We're building him a house, for crying out loud. Great. That can go. Okay. Standard wall. Yeah. So that's going to need this window. I think this is where the quarter wall will come in really, really nice handy flavour here. There we go. So we've got a quarter wall that we can put in here. So this will be at the level of the house here. Do we have a post for these corners? Caps and corners, of course. So we'll have a wood post to mark the edges of the house. That could not be a more snug fit if it tried, which is excellent. I'm going to encapsulate this sunroom-like room on the edge here. Oh, that is an internal wall. Don't want that. I've gone through the internal wall system. Wood walls, standard. Okay, the full-size one will encroach upon it. The half-size one will be fine. Someone's firing a mini nuke nearby. How quaint. Okay, now the deco kit, I think, has one of these. Deco main C. Aha. And we do have the wooden topped one. So if I snap it in like that. Okay, yes, it is a tad off. Not a problem though. Not a problem at all. Back to the house kit. The walls and frames. We want standard size walls again. And I want to put a half size to finish off this deco wall. Okay, this is one full unit and two halves. That's 2 units on this side. Now this little sunroom piece here doesn't exist because it's a corner sunroom and I don't have any kind of mod with that installed. I don't even know if there is a mod pack for that, I'll be honest. So we're going to snap 2 in here to complete this. Then we'll put the standard wall cap in and then we'll finish off the walls going around the back. I'm going to stick with the standard. Okay, so the front has, I think, 2 3/4. So we've got 1 full, 1 half, 1 half, so that's 2. 2 3/4. So to make sure this matches up, I need to put an end cap on this, like that, and then stick myself in a quarter wall, then a half wall. I think now we're safe to remove the siding, like so. So I now need to put a half wall in. And I think the sunroom can now safely go on the back here. We'll use the white brick kit. Does it connect, is the question. Oh, yes it does. Yes, it damn well does. Let's move this out of the way. There's nothing in these, by the way. They're just random storage when I first moved into the settlement. Okay, this encroaches ever so slightly. Right, so I don't want it encroaching on these stairs, so I'm going to move it back 1. Oh no, I need to put up to 10. So 10, 20, 25 units. Now I need to snap the rest of the build piece by piece, 25 units along. Oops, nope. Yep, like that. That's it. I don't feel like that has snapped properly. No, it didn't. That's why. Now it has. I don't want any, discrepancies on this. I want this to be just the way it should be. That plywood can go. Yep. End cap can go on the end as needed. And now we can stick another half wall in, and that should complete this side. Or is that a full one? Oh no, it's because it's 2 3/4, isn't it? So it's yeah, it's a full wall because of the sunroom. Yeah, cool. Now, where would the stairs go here? I'm thinking because the corner of this sunroom was in a really crap spot initially, I think I can put in the stairs in this corner, moving up as part of the wall kit. Yeah. So let's put a foundation in next. Wow, these foundations are absolutely massive. Why are they so big? Oh my god, these are unnecessary. Okay, how are we going to do this? This is not quite possible with ones this big. Let's install the wood floors first. We can put in actual flooring, and I think the best way to do it is not with a foundation. Yeah. No, the grain on that is not going in the direction I want it to go. And this is the whitewood flooring. Yeah, the grain on this wood is going left to right. I need it to go top to bottom, but I don't think we have an option for that. Okay, what am I going to do to remedy that? I'll tell you what, I'll snap this in, and we'll just offset it by 0.1. There we go. I think I'm going to have to do the same all the way along this this flooring. No, actually, this piece is the correct way round if I put it in over this side, like that. And then I can just offset it by 1, and that removes all the graphical bugs. Right. Foundation caps. So I can put the caps in like that, and they're not going to be full. That way I can customize it the way I want it. What is the best looking foundation caps? They're all the flipping same, so don't really have a choice there. Right, so put a cap here, and cap here. Yeah, that's not going to show up in the flower bed, is it? Because that'll be a pain in the arse if it does. Okay, a tiny corner of it. That's not a problem. That's a view that I'm happy to take. Okay, along this side, we can get away with a long one. Oh no. What the hell kind of gun is that? Don't sound like anything I gave to my settlers. Okay. Yeah, so that can cap under there, that can cap under there. Excellent stuff. And then we just need one more cap under here. A cap under here. And I can extend out the retaining wall to match this sunroom at a later state. We'll stick these under here so they match up with the posts. Oh god, that doesn't quite match up. We'll have to wind this across like that. Then it will cap. It looks ever so slightly off, which is not ideal, but That matches. That's literally one unit out. I can more than live with that. Okay, so this is what the house would have looked like if it wasn't all messed up. We don't get any graphical corruptions in here, which is great. Do we get any graphical corruptions from outside? No, it doesn't look like we do. Oh, gorgeous that is. You know, now that I look over at that, that does look really good from this angle, but I can tell that's not supposed to be there, which will annoy me. More imperfections to fix. More imperfections. Okay, porches, balconies, and decking. Now, I know this had a full veranda, but is there a better thing I can put out front here? No, these all look like they're about to fall over, which I don't like at all. Don't like it one bit. Oh my god. Concrete porch. No. Concrete porch doesn't look like it gels very well. Can we create our own out of this? So we've got steps, ground and base, concrete. Okay, so we can actually create our own deck here, which is what I think we'll do. Those are the caps. Roof. Because we can't get that V-shaped sort of gable roof. I mean, we can put this on it, and that would look fine. But we're not at that stage yet. I mean, we'll do that probably to match the Special Forces hut down there. Okay, let's do something before I get annoyed here. So we'll use this long one, 2 pieces of this long wooden board. Yeah. Again, we'll shuffle that up by +1. I'm really not sure what purpose that is really supposed to serve. Alright, supposed to just cap it off. Problem is, it snaps the wrong way, which is really dumb. Okay, so if I snap it in this way, it snaps the wrong way again. I have to use the other side. Okay. Annoying, but we can deal with it. Okay, we've lost our snapping position for the deck. That will be fine. Okay, now why aren't you snapping to the correct place now? Okay, this is really dumb. Why aren't you matching up? That matches perfectly. Why is this not matching perfectly? Am I going to have to manually do this again? I mean, it's the same piece, but for whatever reason, I have to do it myself. Odd. Cool. That matches. We have our little step up. And now we can put in the steps. I don't mind a concrete base for these because that makes sense. That doesn't match because it is not centered. Now it does. 50, 100, back to 0.1, offset that by 1. I need to offset the trim on the decking by 1. There we go, stop that glitching out. And we should now have fence posts that we can use. Do we have fence posts in the town kit? I'm sure we do. Pretty certain I saw it earlier. There we go. Posts made of wood. So we're using the wooden wall and grey set. So I want, again, the wooden wall and grey set. Which I think we'll just use these tall wooden ones. Those are unusually tall. Tell you what, let's build the fucking house first. I'm getting well ahead of myself here. Don't do the small details until you have the build set up. That's a rule I really should live by. And that fits like an absolute glove. Oh my god, that is good. Hell, we could almost make a balcony out of the back here. But, oh, you know what? I'm making a balcony out front. I don't even care. A balcony is going out front of this house. This is beautiful. Right. So, standard floors. We don't need a foundation because obviously we are a floor up. Don't want the white wood. We want dark wood. Have to be careful here because the wood might not match up. But it does. It matches fine. That's probably one of the easiest matchups I think I've ever seen. The wood doesn't quite match, but likely I'll be carpeting the upstairs. So again, we'll offset it by 1. Perfect. Right, let me just have a quick sneak peek at my reference images. Bear with me a sec. Alright guys, I think I know what I'm doing. The top level of this house is just another square. It's the roof that has the detailing on it, so we're pretty much safe. Now the front of the house is going to differ in that where it has the gable top on the pre-made build, I'm going to be replacing that with a balcony to access some more living space. But the rooftop that the property came with and the back windows are all going to match. So we'll go back to our wood walls. We need the standard wood walls. And we need to put in 3 windows. So if we go 1, 2, and 3, that now matches what was there on the original footprint. And we've got enough space on either side. Okay, not quite enough for one full standard wall. If I can just try that quickly. Yeah, so not quite enough because we have the quarter wall on this side. Yeah, so we've got a half there. And we'll need to put a quarter wall here, half wall here, and then it should be plain sailing all the way around. Both of these didn't have windows, but I might put one here because that would be a lovely view. I'm using the ones with the divider, so do we have one with a divider? We do. Yeah, that is a nice view if you are coming upstairs. So that is a change I am going to make. I'm going to put in a full-size wall this side. And I'm going to put a doorway here. Make sure it is the white wood. That's it, white wood. I think this is supposed to be the half and quarter wall. Over here. Actually, no. This top half had 2 windows on the original design. I've just replaced the middle window with a door. So it should be that. So we're going to put in a quarter to finish this side. We're going to put in a half to finish that side. Then full-size walls across here. like so. Let's check it out from below. Ooh, why is that the case? I know why. Because this quarter, if the quarter wall is here, as it is on the downstairs lot, there you go, then that window would be along here and that would match perfectly. That's it. Then the half can go there, half can go here. That now matches. The caps, we need to put, of course, the foundation caps. Nice one. And then a cap on the back corner here. Yeah, so slightly different on this side. See, there's no sunroom that goes around there. But you do have the sunroom out the back, which I personally think looks better. No, I think the deco kit window we put in looks a lot better. Actually, what does this look like? Let's just move this over there for just a second. What does this look like? You know what? I actually like that more. I think the white wood is much more in keeping. So, you know, we're going to use that. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Now we have to install the balcony. Okay, so in order to do the balcony, we'll just stick with, because that is the deck wide 01. So under the flooring, we'll need standard flooring. How wide is that? It's exactly the same width. That's brilliant. Of course, it doesn't quite match up as it should. But it will match up and snap correctly to the house if I point it in the right place. That's it. Now back to the posts. Now we should be able to put a post in. Those are tiny. We need one that goes across both floors. Yeah, that's a 2-story post. So we'll put those in. Not sure how I feel about that, because these don't actually match. Yeah, so that lines up. Does that line up? Oh, number lock, of course. Okay. Okay, so we're going to position this dead square on the corner like that. A slight bit of it pokes through, but that's fine. It looks like the wood is perfectly formed around it. Tuck that into the deck. Tuck it right onto that corner. How is that so far in? This one's so far out. Okay, it's because it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't snap to the end of the decking. That's why. So if we tuck it right to the end of the decking, that should now be fine. Yeah. So it needs to come ever so slightly closer to me. Like that. So it's almost hanging off. Great. And now we can place one on that side and one on this side. Okay, that's going to need more manual messing around. So move this over by 50, 60, 70. So it should be near the end of that. Okay, this is going to need a touch. Oh, touch more. Like that. And these are going to have to come right the way forwards. Right to the end of that decking. You two will have to come right to the end of the decking, like that. Great. Okay, the railings do fit. At least some of them do. And balustrade will be absolutely fine. That goes straight into the house, doesn't it? Yeah, of course it does. Oh dear. Things I do for settlements. Don't enjoy how that looks, I'll be honest with you. So if I match the posts of the balustrade, it still doesn't really fit. Okay. If we just revert these back to their default positions, they don't fit. That's the bit that I'm really struggling to get my head around here. They don't fit, even if the balconies are the correct size. Right. So if I shuffle this back by 5, shuffle it back by 5, that now fits. And it doesn't squeeze through there. Now if I put this railing in, I don't know why it snaps to one of the outer edges, but we'll snap it back in. Does that now snap to the post? Yes, it does. And we might actually be able to trick this thing. Or we won't, because it won't snap to the correct thing, as usual. Okay. So if I put these fences like that, I should then be able to line up the post perfectly center, like that. And that should be what we need. Use this particular... It's the one with the small top on it. That's it. Okay, it wants to snap to everything but where I need it to go. Okay, if I snap one there, will you do it on the other side? Yes, you will. Fantastic. There you go. Oh my god. I told you snapping was the bane of my life on this game. And it's still not done. I still need to get one on here now. Oh god, this is an absolute goddamn pain. Alright, if I snap one there, will you work with me? There you go. There you go. Doesn't stick through. Railings are fine. Right, the ground floor is okay. The ground floor is okay, guys. We made it. It's a bit on the outside there, and that is not at all on the outside over there, which is really, really irritating. I'm not even going to lie about that. Can I get away with that? So it comes to about halfway. That now comes to halfway. Excellent. Okay, top floor. Trying to think if there's any fillings I can put in here to make this a bit more convincing. Now these are all like rooftop fillings. These won't work like at all. Yeah, the dormers and such. I mean, I don't think this house has any dormers, but we might be able to pop some in if the need arises. Yeah, this doesn't snap up here. It snaps to the wall. No, this doesn't work. This one, however, does. I couldn't tell you why, but it does. Okay, we're just going to have to fuck about with this until it plays ball. So what am I bumping into? That looks okay. This decking is actually really annoying. I need to move it inwards. But it's going to snap to literally everything. Okay. 10. Okay. Ooh. Now those are some horrible glitches. I'll just use the one step trick like that. Fine. Okay, so that is again not going to snap. I'm going to have to mess with it manually. So, put it in there. Okay, that's too short. Can we get a large one? Okay, at least the large one at least tries to snap. That is really badly off center, and that's also annoying me. Damn. Okay. The good news is, though, we can just snap both sides of this now and call that a day. I say call it a day, not really, because why? So if I tuck that just far enough back. What the hell? Oh, it's because they don't match. That needs to come back. There we go. That's how we do it. What does that look like downstairs now? Slightly off. Slightly off. But they're both slightly off in exactly the same way. So that I can live with. Not an issue. Not an issue at all. Okay. Whew. Panic over. So we now have a 2-story house with just the need for a rooftop. So give me some wood stairs. Stack up my wood stairs to the 3rd level. Give me a wooden platform so I can actually make my way over. And let's get a roof on this place. Now, the roof has the gable end where I'm standing and the other side over there. So, back to Snappy Builds. Back to the house kit. And we'll find ourselves some roofs. Okay, now this is too wide. So we probably need the wide set of roof. Okay, nope. No, that again is only one. Is that a half? Okay, no, that is an add-on. That is a brick roof, which we do not need. That is a brick roof. We want the wooden one. Okay, let's... Oh my god. Okay. Right, so it's snapping to everything but its own build kit. That's quite annoying. I was going to say I can't move it. We're probably going to have to modular this. This is a wide kit. The problem we have as well is because it's 2 3/4. It's probably not going to match. Now this, I don't want the metal roof for this because it won't match. I mean that's wood and tiles. That won't fit, or it won't match. It won't look good. So we'll stick with these. Let me climb up on the inside and see what we can do here. Alright. So. Of course, it doesn't snap to the actual piece of wall that we're trying to snap it to. Oh, my life. Okay, don't want the half. Right, so the wide kit seems to snap. The smaller one doesn't. Question is, does the wide one actually just fit the roof as is? It actually almost does. Almost. That being said, why the fuck is this roof perfectly matching this, but doesn't fit? Oh my lord. What is my life? Right, so if we do this manually, is it going to look dumb? So it should fit just to the corner unit. I'm going to bump it up by 0.1 to cut off the glitching. This won't have a dormer on the rear side of the house. Can we get a small enough piece in the middle here? Yes, we can. So we put a block in the center. Okay, it's not going to be in the center because this thing is done. Can I get this to snap without needing to mess with it manually? Because I don't like messing with it manually. Excellent. That works. This, however, does need to be done manually. What does the outside of that look like? That's fine. That's what we want. And that needs to snap there. Again, this can go here, and that part goes that side. My question is, though, we don't have a half piece. Because we don't have a half piece, what am I supposed to do with this part? That's my question. What does it look like? There we go. Yeah, it needs to have its trim pieces put in. Is it really as simple as just putting in a piece of wall. Is it really that simple? Standard, half piece. It is that simple. I mean, you're not actually going to see this from the inside, so I'm not too fussed about it. This is also going to be a touch annoying. Yeah, brilliant. Roof, need to get to the saddle roof. Because these small town roofs, I mean, they're wide enough, but we don't have the pitch that I'm looking for. These are all quite shallow. I want a proper pitched roof, so that's why I put the saddle ones on. And these double dormers do look quite cool, actually. So the saddle midsection. I'm gonna say please just snap. Otherwise I'm really gonna lose my shit. Cool. That needs to be 0.1 tricked, like that. Excellent. And now... Oh, yeah, these of course the roof. Don't want the roof sections here. We want floor sections. Standard floors. We're going to cover up the roof. Actually, why would we cover up the roof? Why don't I put in a very simple set of steps? Like this. Do we have the normal wood though? Yes, we do. Let's put that in, because it seems a waste to completely remove this space out here. That being said, this wall looks really daft. That's an interior wall. If I use the wooden ones, can I get one which is actually wood on the inside and coloured wood on the outside? No, I don't actually think I can. That's really annoying. That's very annoying. Oh no. We'll just have to live with it. There's literally no other reason, no other thing we can do apart from live with it. I was about to say, why don't these fit? But then it's because I've pulled them in. They've been pulled inwards to match the shape, so need to wire my neck in on that. Yeah, that's not going to work. We need a small piece down here. Okay, again, manual work, because why wouldn't I have to do manual work? That's it. Excellent. Now we've actually utilised the upstairs space. How good is that? Damn, son. I didn't expect to... Oh, that is just disgusting, isn't it? Oh yeah, because I need to put a porch cap. I didn't even think about that. Trims and fillers. Oh, that's a flat dormer roof. Now I think we're going to have to use a flat decking here. That looks fine. That is exactly what I want. I was going to say, it's not got a hole in the top, has it? If I put the pitched one... the pitched one comes down from the dormer, so that would be okay. Plus we do have that white wood finish. Oh, please just snap. Please just snap. I've had enough. Had enough of your shenanigans. Oh, I'm gonna have to do this manually, aren't I? Oh, screw my life. Okay. Again, snap into the wrong place. Again. Could you please just snap to this column? Like, for the love of God. Please just snap to that column. I am dying inside. I'm really dying inside. I cannot stand this snapping system. It's okay, but when you have like more than one piece of stuff to snap to, the system just breaks and just decides to have a nap. Oh my god, that one worked. That one worked too. Oh my god. This is where I find out I put the wrong pitched roof on it. Okay, no, I put the right pitched roof on. Just to confirm, we're going to go and check what it looks like from the church windows. This place still needs some work doing to it. You get a few graphical bugs where I didn't quite place the church correctly. It happens. Okay, we're going to have to climb right to the top here. That's fine. That looks crap, actually. It hasn't even lined up to the top of the posts properly. That's just amazing, isn't it? Okay. So these didn't line up to the top of the post. That's because this post is not even at the right height. That's irritating. Oh god, that's annoying. All because I want a pitched roof. Okay, screw you. I'm going to go with a pitched roof. I'm just going to go with one wide. I need it to cover the tops of these posts. So we're going to extract this from there by that. Place another one. I'm going to drag this inwards by enough units to bring it in. Bring it into the end of the trim, which is here. This post will have to come inwards. This railing will have to come inwards. As will this railing, because it's now very slightly protruding into the wrong place, like that. And that should sort out our pitched decking roof. So guys, you are literally listening to my soul dying every time I fail to snap something. Hope you guys are enjoying. I hope you guys are proud of yourself. Okay. Again, tops of the posts. Still visible. So they don't even snap to the correct height. Excellent. I don't want to see the top of those, like, at all. Right. Let's look at it from the attic here. This is the pursuit of perfection for you. Yep. It's just that one now. Just that far corner. Which I think only needs lowering, actually, because I did mess with the height of this one. So I need to just lower this by 1, 2, 3, 4, and that'll probably do absolutely fine. Need to point one trick that. And there we go. We now have the structural workings of an actual house. Of a decent house. A decent house which actually works. Okay. Screw my life. Now we can work on furnishing. But not until I get a drink, because my throat is actually starting to kill me now. Bear with me just a second, guys. I'm going to go get myself a very quick drink and be right back. Okay, there we go. I have this lovely bottle of nondescript drink. Okay, it's a fizzy drink and it rhymes with Dola. And lovely, just severed my headset. 1 second. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. That's what happens when I run over my headset cable, because I'm a dope like that. Just turning down my headset there. Perfect. Back in the game. Okay, let's get some furniture down, shall we? So, already, we want some beds, because what is this place without beds? I think this could be home to probably 3. You get a couple of people to sleep up here in the loft conversion. And I think having an extra person downstairs here wouldn't be out of the question. In fact, I think you can probably get 2 up here. You know what? I actually think we're going to put 4 in this house. There we go. So 4 people to sleep here. We need lights. I was about to say I can't really see much, but that is because it is night time and we need lights. Certainly would help, wouldn't it? Now we're going to stick with the same kind of idea that we had with the house at the bottom there, the Special Forces office. And we're going to put these caged wall lights to give it a little bit of consistency in the architecture style. Okay, so why don't you snap to this? Oh my life, what is with this? Why won't you stay flat on that pillar? There you go. I'm just going to have to manually mess with you, alright? Of course I will. That's it. That's still not quite in place. Actually, it's not the fact it's not in place. It's because it's not against the pillar. Now it is. These are all against the pillar. There we go. Oh, yeah, I had to restart the game there, so let me get rid of the grass display. Right. I think a strip of light in between the sunroom is not beyond the realms of possibility. And this is a proper residential dwelling, so having a ceiling fan is also not out of the question. And these track lights, I think, are underutilised in a lot of our builds. They're also very bright. So we're going to use them for down here. And I think up here as well. Can I get away with putting them out here on the deck, do you reckon? Yes, I can. They actually look quite effective tucked away under that little wooden rafter there. So I've got 2 lights right above it. That's 3 lights right above it. That is ever so slightly not symmetrical. That should now be fine. I say symmetrical. The house isn't symmetrical, but the structure can be. Hey, someone's taken the bed. Hey, someone's using this, and that just proves their pathfinding can actually come straight up to the bed. So we're good here. We are very, very good. Right. Need to do a bit of thinking on the layout. So let's start with the living space and the downstairs. I think we could put some plant pots out the front here. I mean, you'd have a bench out front, especially if you got a nice porch like this. So you'd have a little thing there in the porch. I mean, this is going to have a kitchen just like every other type. I think it would have a small kitchen though. I don't think we're going to do one of these unless we can get away with it somehow. I don't think we can because of the way the house is built. We won't get away with that. But I think there's a smaller kitchen counter which we might be able to. And that's the messed up, ruined kitchen. Oh damn, that's... that's the one that has the back of it already there. We don't need to put a see-through piece on the other end. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we can actually have this then. Because the kitchen tops match the other side. Okay. Now, under the sink stations, we should have the missing kitchen sink. Yep, missing sink. The fridge is under do-it-yourself. So, I'll go to furniture. Do-it-yourself. Pre-war. We can find that blue fridge that fits. And I think the doors are here as well. Yep. There you go. This place now has a fully working kitchen. I mean, every house needs a proper kitchen like this, so I have no guilt about using the same one. Alright, living space. Now, this needs a floor covering. And it needs a welcome mat, of course. Because why wouldn't you welcome people to your home? That is a messed up rug. That's a worn rug, so that does look like we've salvaged it from somewhere. I think we're going to put this rug in diagonally. Under furniture. That's a lot of fucking furniture. Is it under this or homemaker? Well, we do have a TV. So why wouldn't you have a TV? Like that. And we do have power for now. Okay, it's going to be under Homemaker then, I'm pretty certain. Furniture, fixtures. Is that under fixtures? You know what? This fireplace wouldn't be out of place. I'm so good. Problem is, there's not really a place to put it. Food synthesizer. Is this actually usable? Okay, no, it's just cosmetic. Fair enough. Showers. That's it, the stereo. Stereo was what I was looking for. You could have your stereo in here. Of course, you've got your oven. That's already in here. You don't need a jukebox. Seats. There we go. Let's get this house a few nice places to sit down. I mean, it's a home for 4. So I reckon there would be a couch in the sunroom. Probably a nice couch in the sunroom. Yep, it's a couch in the sunroom. And I think because this is just, well, a bog standard settler house, it would be likely to have another chair just in there just in case they want all 4 of them to sit out there. So I've got my dinner cooking at the moment, and my god, does it smell good. Yeah, so we'll have one of these metal chairs, just they've got somewhere here. There would be a little corner table, I reckon, out here. Now, a house this size, it would have a safe in it. And I think a safe would be pretty good under here. Beds. Again, suitcases would be near beds where people have moved in and have not unpacked yet, but will probably be in the process of. Good bedside table for this gentleman over here, or lady. I can't remember who took it. A dresser of their own for this happy chappy. This can be brought back to the wall. I feel like I want to be a little bit more creative with this than I already have been. I mean, these people could be a collector of stuff. But then do-it-yourself would probably have something better. These guys can store things. And they could be travelling merchants for all we know. Oh, that is actually a really nice view. All this needs is a makeover here, and we'd be good to go. In fact, I probably could use a prefab to that and call it a day. Not that I want to take shortcuts, of course. I feel like there's something missing up there. Actually, that's where I could put the Jamaica Plain settlement sign to make it official. Yeah! Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. Not to toot my own horn. So, containers. This guy needs a bedside cabinet. Well, actually, he could use a safe for a bedside cabinet. Teddy bear. I would use that, but it doesn't have... Well, it has physics enabled, so it rolls around. have a desk. Okay. A dresser for the both of these makes perfect sense. A laundry hamper. You don't want to put that too close to the edge of the dormer there, or the roof, because they won't be able to open anything. So that would always be a laugh. Another couch if you want to relax upstairs. I will get some bottles of alcohol and drink up here as well. There we go. I'm now fed and watered. My throat feels a lot better. Lovely stuff. There you go. Oh, that is some really bad graphical glitches. Apologise if any of you have epilepsy or anything like that. I don't mean to, just know that. Okay. Something that I remember we need to do here is actually add the roof trim. Because as good as it has no trim and it looks kind of silly like that. So let's get the house kit on there. I don't need the roofs. We want, I think it's the saddle. Yeah, is it the white wood that we need for this? Oh no! What do we need? It's got to be under. No, these are the full roofs. Yeah, that's like an end cap for it.
That's what you want.
Ah, here we go. Have some of that. Ah, there's only an attack dog, that's fine. Nice. Yeah, this wooden trim just doesn't really fit. Oh damn. Oh, okay. Phew. We have it here. It's fine. Okay, so what type of roof have we got there? We have the tiled roof, which is great. Yeah. So we want to put these up. Flip these round, put them over here. That's it. And I think if we get the midsections, do we have like a small trim that we can use? Yes, we do. Does the trim actually fit in the space we want it to? No. That's the question. I think that's metal. Yeah, it needs to be this. It's a half cap.
Don't come back. Please, don't come back.
I'm going to have to deal with that another way. Now we need roof trims. Prefab and modular. Blimey, something's kicking off over there. Yeah, so that needs to go there. And that needs to go there. I need... Actually, no, that doesn't. What we need is a corner. Flat corner. That's it. Fit another corner up here. I don't actually think I need that on this edge. I think we can finish the trim on that corner, so we'll be okay there. Just had to stifle a sneeze there. Wasn't going to sneeze on camera, Jesus. Not that crazy. Okay, that can go right on the edge there. Yeah, that edge is fine. That edge doesn't come out. Just like that. Oh, excuse me. Come on, some of you guys have got really good guns, just kill them. Oh, now you get your act together. These guys have got some decent guns. Granted, that flamer is an exception to the rule. That is not a decent gun. Probably never will be a decent gun. Cool. Okay, saddle. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be under the midsection. If it snaps on this side, then we know it's an issue with the piecing. Okay, it's not ideal, but I might be able to get away with it. Hehe. That works. That's going to need a couple more careful nudges. There we go. That roof is actually complete now. Yeah, this is going to have to be done manually again. This is not ideal, but jumping and rotating will eventually work. Ha! That's it. Okay, we got the roof. That might have taken a little bit longer than I expected, but we got the roof. and that actually looks like it belongs here, so that's good. This building actually looks like it came with the settlement. It's just been renovated, which is great. Absolutely great. Now, as people in this house probably have a differing shift of jobs, I think it's worth probably having like a couch here. One of those egg chairs is just quite nice. But we have a nice open space coming through. The post-war shelves have those simple units like this, which I'm going to put a couple of these up here. Having moved in, they will have some storage up here. These little metal containers have some books that they've accumulated. We'll get some OC decorator going up in this bitch, as they say. One of those board games. Wow, 140,000 bottle caps. I'm definitely not running out here. Oh, a Protectron model. They've got to have something to keep themselves entertained in here, haven't they? I have a few of these. Just sort of sitting around. And these holotapes on the little windowsill would be out of the question. And who's to say they wouldn't collect bobbleheads? I mean, this household will have quite a few collected items, so that's not a bad suggestion, really. So they have quite a number of these. They've collected some games over their travels. Like that. Excellent. They've collected some like model kits, which they've put together and had a lot of fun doing so. They'll have a clock downstairs here. Wouldn't be out of the question for them to have sets of towels in their brand new pre-war kitchen. That's it. And a plastic pumpkin, they can store all kinds of stuff in that. The jugs, this can be for all kinds of storage, so that is not a bad idea for those. Dining. Or dinning, as I've heard somebody write that before. Couple of bottles by the sink here. Dinnerware. I mean, they will definitely have some utensils and things out and about as they go about their business. They will have some glasses, because why wouldn't you? It is a kitchen for you to share with your friends and all that kind of stuff. Have a shot glass on the counter here. Basic plates. I've got 29 plates. That's pretty good going, actually. I didn't think I had anywhere near that many. This one is nice and clean, so someone will obviously have been making themselves a meal in here. And why would you not have a coffee pot? Coffee pot is standard in all of our settlements. Silver fork. You can get a silver knife too. A glass pitcher, that wouldn't be out of place in the kitchen. And a teapot, because why wouldn't you have tea in your kitchen? Come on, we're not barbarians. Not barbarians. Office and lounge. Now, we do have a desk up here, which somebody has ownership of. They will have their boxes of supplies out. A bit like the guys at the castle would. Telephone. They might not own a computer up here, but they would most likely have a typewriter. So this person is just in the process of unpacking. And why wouldn't we have a couple of those signature subway tokens lying around? Bit of pre-war cash. Personal effects still. I mean, these guys and girls here are collectors, so having a whole bunch of holotapes lying around is also not out of the question. Cap stash. Of all the things to collect in the wasteland, caps are probably the most useful. That's it. A military ammo bag. Silver shroud. I know this is from the Far Harbour DLC, I'm fairly certain of that. They very may well have collected some holo tags over their hoarding. It's not out of the question at all. I guess looking a little bit more lived in over there. Let's add a little bit more clutter to this. I'm thinking with supplies like tools and components. They might not have anything particularly useful, but they would stash a lot of rubbish. It's all this wood and clutter and crap. They'd have all of that kind of stuff in here. That certainly wouldn't be out of the question. Power. These people will have lamps to keep their place nice and well lit for the evenings. You'll have a lamp up here too. Maybe you haven't got a side table, but that still works. Miscellaneous. Interior. No, it'll be under floor coverings. I forget Homemaker has those. A mat for under here. Not sure why this is steel, of all things, but not going to complain. That's it. We do have the potted plants collection, so we can spruce this place up. with some of these. That's it. Now we don't want the dead ones, we want the nice, luscious, big ones like that. I mean, we can put a couple of these irradiated looking ones. There we go, just to give us a bit more of a pleasant environment coming in. Questions for wall displays. Paintings. These guys won't have classic paintings. They're going to have modern art deco because the classic stuff is the Minutemen, because their history is, well, broad. Very long history. A lot of these art decos are quite wide pictures though. That's it. Proper art deco there. Put some art deco up over there. Some art deco on that wall. I mean, at the end of the day, they do collect just about everything in here. Mega Surger. Just not meant to be burger or something. I think this creates really bad frame rate. Well, it's certainly difficult to pick up afterwards if you place it in the wrong area. See, like that causes some mad frame rate issues. That now leasing banner. Oh no, I can't pick it back up again. Oh, there it was. Yeah, that particular sign, I don't know why, causes really bad issues with frame rate. A barrel that's got your beers and stuff on it out front. Lovely. Structures. No, don't do it from that section. Do it from Homemaker. Homemaker doors. Want a nice, inviting front door. I think we'll go with the modern ones like we have elsewhere. Yep, it's got enough space for it, and I can add a few details off camera to make this place even more homely. So, this is another house. The Minutemen are here. Well, more Minutemen are here. I won't put a modern door up here because it's not a front door. No, greenhouse one doesn't really fit. Might just put one of these standard wooden ones. Yeah, that works. But I've now hit the 2-hour mark, so I've been at this a lot longer than I expected. I thought this build would be done in like an hour and a half, but me and my need for perfection strikes again, as it were. So I'm going to leave you guys with this. I think that looks great. I reckon a couple of Minuteman banners on some of the empty parts of the wall, and this place will be almost finished. But I'm really liking how this is coming out. But that's where I'm going to leave you. Yeah, I have rambled on for long enough. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you very much for tuning in if you are still here. You guys are the best. Remember, make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe. Stay tuned. I will be releasing a lot more of these, a lot more where it come from. And I have a feeling this series will be over 1,000 episodes, just given how meticulous my settlement progress is at this point in time. But I digress. For now, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Cheers, we out. Peace.